Your brain feels foggy. You walk into a room and forget why. You read a page and remember nothing. Your focus is gone. Most people think this is just part of life. They accept it. But the truth is, your brain is a muscle. And right now, it's out of shape. We're not talking about meditation or poetic breathing. We're talking about simple 5-minute exercises that force your brain to build new pathways, to get sharper, faster, and stronger. You think your mind is already sharp? Let's find out. If you're ready to stop feeling foggy and start being focused, hit that like button and subscribe. Because this isn't just a video, it's your new training manual. This first one is simple, but it's a killer workout for your memory. Here's the task. Tonight, before you go to sleep, take a blank piece of paper. For 10 minutes, write down every single detail you can remember from your day. Don't just write, "I ate breakfast." Write, "I had eggs. I noticed a crack in the ceiling. The coffee tasted bitter. My left shoe was untied." Here's why this works. Your brain is lazy. It loves to delete information it thinks is useless. This exercise does two things. First, it forces your brain's retrieval system to work. The act of trying to remember is the workout. It's like lifting a mental weight. The more you force your brain to find that lost memory, the stronger that pathway becomes. Second, it trains your brain to pay attention during the day. After a few days of this, your brain knows it will be quizzed later, so it starts holding on to more details automatically. You look at a clock all day, but your brain is on autopilot. Let's break that. Look at a clock with a second hand. Now, try to follow the second hand as it moves, but follow it backwards. Your eyes have to jump from where it is to where it's going to be in reverse. Try it for 60 seconds. It's surprisingly difficult, right? This is a pure focus and inhibition drill. Your brain is screaming at you to follow the hand the right way. You are actively fighting your brain's autopilot. This simple act strengthens your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for executive function things like self-control, focus, and overriding bad habits. You're not just watching a clock, you're building willpower. This next one is my favorite. It builds creativity and observation fast. Find a simple object near you. A coffee mug, a pen, a single key. Now you have 60 seconds to look at it and describe its entire life story out loud. Go. Where was it made? Who designed it? How did it get to this room? What hands did it pass through? What has it seen? Your brain is built to ignore the familiar. It calls it habituation. That mug on your desk is so familiar, it's practically invisible. This exercise shatters that habituation. It forces you to engage your curiosity and pattern recognition networks. You are building a bridge between the seeing part of your brain and the imagining part. People who are great problem solvers do this naturally. You're training your brain to see the extraordinary in the ordinary. We all read articles or watch videos, but how much do we actually remember? Here's the test. The next time you learn something new, even if it's just a news article, give yourself 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, put it away. Now stand up and explain it out loud to an empty room. Explain it like you're teaching it to a 12-year-old. This is the ultimate test of understanding your brain can easily trick you into thinking you know something. But to teach it, your brain is forced to find the flaws in its own logic. It has to take a big, messy idea and simplify it, organize it, and structure it. This converts passive knowledge, just reading, into active knowledge, true understanding. This sounds like a kid's game, but it's a high-speed workout for your brain's filing system. Pick a category. Let's say, animals. Now try to name one animal for every letter of the alphabet in order: aardvark, bear, cat. It gets really hard around J, Q, X, and Z. This isn't a test of your knowledge. It's a test of your cognitive fluency. That's the speed at which your brain can access and organize its own files. When you get stuck on J, your brain is frantically pulling open mental drawers, which builds faster, more efficient connections. It's like defragging your mental hard drive. When was the last time you actually paid attention while driving or walking to the store? Your brain is on autopilot. Autopilot saves energy, but autopilot is also mental death. Tomorrow take a different route. If you drive to work, take a different street. If you take the bus, get off one stop early. If you go to the grocery store, walk down the aisles in a different order. Your brain hates this. It's forced to wake up. When you're on autopilot, your brain is asleep. When you take a new route, your brain is forced to build a new map. This activates the hippocampus, your brain's memory and navigation center. You're forcing it to create new neural pathways in real time. You'll feel more alert and aware than you have all day. This next one is a classic, but it's a classic for a reason. It is the single fastest way to break your brain out of a mental rut. Here's the task. Look around you and find a simple, everyday object. A paperclip, a coffee mug, a key. Now you have 60 seconds to list 10 things you could do with that object that are not its main intended purpose. Let's try it. A simple brick. Go, you'd say, build a wall. That's number 1. What else? A doorstop, a paperweight, a step stool, a dumbbell for exercise. Your brain has a huge flaw. It's called functional fixedness. The moment your brain learns what an object is for, a paperclip holds paper, it puts that object in a tiny mental box. It stops seeing any other possibilities. This exercise is a jailbreak. It's not a creativity game. It's a mental liberation drill. You are forcing your brain to smash the first lazy pattern it sees and find the second, third, and 10th patterns. This skill, seeing what else a brick can be, is the core of all innovation, problem solving, and out-of-the-box thinking. You are training your brain to see solutions, not just objects. Okay, this last one is a pure cognitive hack. When your brain is stressed or foggy, it's because your fight or flight system is active. This part of your brain, the lizard brain, is powerful, emotional, and terrible at telling you the truth. It makes a small problem look like the end of the world. You cannot focus in this state. You need to manually shut that system off and wake up your smart brain. Think about the one thing that is stressing you out the most, that foggy feeling. You have it? Okay. Ask yourself these questions and be honest. Will this matter in 10 years? Will this matter in 10 weeks? This is where you feel the stress start to crack. What is the one tiny physical action I can take in the next 10 minutes that will make this 1% better? This is not positive thinking. This is a perspective shift that forces a different part of your brain to take control. The first 2 questions are a mental telescope. They zoom out your perspective so fast that your lizard brain can't keep screaming. The problem that felt huge is suddenly tiny. You've just proved to your brain that it's not in a life or death situation. The third question is the kill shot. It takes you from a state of vague, overwhelming panic, which causes brain fog, to a state of clear, specific action. You're taking control away from the emotional, panicked part of your brain and handing it to the logical, problem-solving part. That click you feel? That's your focus snapping back online. That's it. 8 simple exercises to upgrade your brain. Your brain is not fixed. It's waiting for a challenge. It's waiting for you to force it to grow. Don't just watch this video. Do one of these exercises. Which one was the hardest for you? The jumbled word? The backwards clock? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're ready to keep sharpening your mind, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell. You've just taken the first step. Don't stop now.